Brendan's theme song.
I thought it was more Brooks' theme song. I feel like it should have hit just a little bit earlier, but that's okay because we were going to have to give Brooks a hard time about it.
Oh well. We missed our chance.
Oh well. We are very excited to talk with Youngsville City Councilman Jamey Abshire, who joins us on the phone right now. And, I was in the city of Youngsville yesterday, as a matter of fact. And, Councilman, it is such a beautiful city. And, the news we're going to talk about in just a minute, even more progress and even more fun opportunities to be had there. But I just have to say, again, every time I go to Youngsville, it floors me just how beautiful the city is.
Well, thank you, guys. And we really taken great pride in our city and in how it's growing. And it's just a lot of wonderful things that happen in the city.
Yes, and so one of those wonderful things coming up, the Youngsville Sports Complex, announcing that they'll have independent sports and recreational programs. And, I tell you what, you guys are making the most out of that 1-cent sales tax that was passed by the voters. The Youngsville Sports Complex, an absolutely beautiful facility. Now, before we get into, the announcement here, for those that haven't gotten a chance to tour the complex yet, let our listeners know, what it looks like and what it all entails.
Well, please come out. If you hadn't came out and seen the facility yet, it really is a wonderful state-of-the-art facility. We've got 5 baseball fields, 4 softball fields, 6 soccer fields. We've got tennis courts. Our rec center is about to open as soon as we get the parking lot finished, and it's just a wonderful facility out there. And I tell you what, I'm proud of the residents of Youngsville for going out on a limb, really, and actually voting in that 1-cent sales tax for the facility to happen.
Mm-hmm. What impact? I mean, it sounds like it's going to have such a great impact on the kids locally and what their opportunities will be.
Excuse me, I'm sorry.
Oh, that's okay. I just think it'll be such a wonderful opportunity. There'll be so many more opportunities for the kids now in that area.
Yes, no, it obviously will be a great opportunity for our kids to get out there and experience and just have a better overall experience with sports and our recreational sports program that we're going to have coming up.
Yeah, again, you guys will be hosting, Youngsville Sports Complex will be hosting and running youth sports leagues. So, tell us the effort behind how this idea came about. And you obviously mentioned what all the complex entails. So you can obviously be able to, be able to house these leagues. But, just talk about the effort that came about to get the recreational leagues involved.
Well, we actually got the ball rolling on it. Whenever we had the NBA study done last year, one of the questions on there, and it was we had 76% of our residents said that they wanted to have their own independent sports rec league. So we got to the drawing board. I actually formed a committee, and we bounced a few ideas off, see how we could make it happen. And just got all the logistics down and decided to go ahead and pull the trigger on it and start our own rec program. It was kind of complicated because we've got a really good working relationship with BYYA, which is run through parish. Mm-hmm. But we've got quite a bit of the people that were involved with the athletic advisory committee for Youngsville were also a part of BYYA. Currently and or past, I myself was a board member of BYYA also, so we've got real strong ties with them, and ultimately it's going to be the kids that are involved with BYYA that ultimately is going to be at the Youngsville Sports Complex for our recreational program.
So does it sound like kind of a little bit of a maybe mutual partnership type of thing, or?
I would hope that it does. Mm-hmm. But I mean, ultimately, it's not going to be a part of parish sports and rec. This is Youngsville's own recreational program, so it's just going to be run a little bit different. But we're hoping to be able to work hand in hand with Lafayette Sports and Rec.
So, Councilman, I was kind of curious, the folks in Youngsville, this is what they wanted. They, said, yes, we approve this tax. Let's go forward with it. Do you think that's going to mean that maybe in the future, if there are other ideas that you guys on the council might have, or the community as a whole, that the community might feel like if we want something else that's different or big, that we're going to go out and do it, and we can do it, by taxing ourselves?
Oh, definitely. It just kind of shows the progressive thinking that the citizens of Youngsville also have. And as much as everybody hates to hear tax, they obviously went out on a limb and seen how big of an impact something like this can be for the community. And I tell you what, it's done a great job as far as economic development for Youngsville itself. Heck, the first year we operated, we get the Pony Little League World Series over there. That's pretty big. We had teams from all over the states coming in. Heck, we had the Philippines come in, we had Hawaii come in, and it's just insight of good things to come and what we could actually get running through the city of Youngsville and also Lafayette Parish.
We're speaking with Youngsville City Councilman Jamey Abshire, and you mentioned economic impact and talking about it now. What do y'all feel the economic impact for the future will be with this sports complex?
Well, it's just we're going to be able to host bigger and bigger tournaments that come in, and it's just going to bring people into our area. And of course, the more people that you bring into your area, the more money that they're spending on local businesses, and just getting out and seeing what Youngsville has to offer and Lafayette Parish has to offer.
Yeah.
All right. So the registration for the youth leagues. Tell us about the registration process. When will it begin? Who will it be open to? All the little details there.
The registration is going to start February 1st. It's going to be available the first week. We're going to kind of do like an early registration for Youngsville for Youngsville residents, just to get them early start in there. And then after February 8th, it's going to open up for the surrounding areas, which is going to be all the rest of the children that's involved with BYYA and or Lafayette Parish. It's going to be open for anybody to come in, but we're sanctioned by a Pony League. We do have boundaries for the boys. We can allow anybody to come in and play, but if you're outside of the Pony boundary, you won't be eligible for All-Stars. Now, that's just for the boys. On the girls' side, we'll be able to take from anywhere, and all the young ladies will be eligible for All-Stars.
And the youth leagues will consist of which sports?
As of right now, we're going to have baseball, softball, t-ball, volleyball, and basketball.
Wow.
We've got a few more logistics that we have to work out before we take on, say, football, for instance. We've got a couple things, more things that we need to work out on that end. But ultimately, it's going to start off with baseball, softball, volleyball, and basketball.
So the impression that I get is that as fast as all of this seems to be advancing, at the same time, you guys are making sure that you have everything ready in place, that you're not advancing too quickly in some areas that maybe need a little bit more time to be able to develop, correct?
That is correct. And obviously that's been what we've taken real caution in doing, and just making sure that we're available to be able to do it. And ultimately, we're trying to get things right the first time and not have to go back and redo things. But ultimately, it's going to be a work in progress. Everything's not going to be perfect, but it's going to be really good. I'm excited. I'm really excited. I've been involved with coaching youth for the past 18 years. So I couldn't be more pleased.
So for more details on the sports complex and just, ways to be able to get a hold of y'all, if there's any other ideas or concerns that, people may have, how can they do so?
Yeah, no, they could definitely go online for the Youngsville Sports Complex. It's youngsvillesportscomplex.com. All of the details are listed on the webpage. We've also got a kind of a frequently asked question page that's on there. So you can go in and it'll pull up questions that we think are going to be asked, or if not, they can contact Mr. Tim Robichaud, which is our director out there at the sports complex, him and his team will be able to answer any questions that anybody has.
I love when we get to talk about good news, and it seems like, for the most part, anytime we talk about Youngsville, we get to talk about good news.
Well, I'm glad that we're looked at in that area. That's a good thing to be known for.
That's right, Councilman Abshire. Don't let anybody mess up.
Well, no, we've got quite a bit of good things happening in Youngsville, and I tell you what, it's just an exciting time. Especially with the economy the way that it is right now, but we continually have good things that's happening, and I'm just excited to be a part of it. We're truly blessed.
Yep, absolutely. And when you guys are blessed there in Youngsville, everybody, like you said, in Lafayette benefits, and really the surrounding areas as well.
Yes, ma'am.
Well, that was a great conversation. Thanks for bringing some happiness into this Tuesday.
Well, I appreciate y'all's time also. Thank you for giving me a call and asking about it.
Well, you are very welcome, and keep us updated, please. We would appreciate that.
I shall do.
All right. You have a great day.
Y'all have a great day yourself.
All right. Thank you. That's Councilman Jamey Abshire from Youngsville. And it's nice when you can talk about, good news and development and things moving forward. And, all of those things are really fun. All right. So I want to talk about Youngsville for one quick second, too. Because there's this cool place, Bead Busters and Float Rentals in Youngsville.
Awesome.
My buddy Craig Spadoni, he loves Mardi Gras. So now he has all these cool floats, and you can rent them. And they have their new storefront in Youngsville that you can go and visit them and buy all the beads that you want. No longer do you think to yourself, oh, I've got to go out here and I've got to go all the way to this city and buy this stuff. No, you're going to get high quality beads and throws all in our local area. So how do you do this? Well, the address is 2034 Bonaire Road in Youngsville. It's 2034 Bonaire Road in Youngsville. It's called Bead Busters and Float Rentals. You can go there and find your favorite beads. They're real high quality, no lead. They're double coated. You get what you want. They have the prices that you're going to want. Even better than some of the big cities, okay? Trust us when we tell you need to go to Bead Busters and Float Rentals. Here's the number, 857-5552. It's 857-5552. Go and buy all the stuff you want for your Mardi Gras throws. He'll even do a party for you if you want. Like if you want to have a few people, over there and y'all want to pick what you want, you can do that too. Yes, Craig is a cool dude, and that business is over in Youngsville as well. It's called Bead Busters and Float Rentals.
Now, speaking of Mardi Gras, we've got to get a couple qualifiers.
It's time.
Crew to Bayou's Voodoo Masquerade Ball.
All right, cool.
We're going to go ahead. We're going to take this quick time out.
Okay.
When we come back, we've got a couple trivia questions. We've got yesterday's trivia question that I think stumped our listeners, but we're going to try and make it a little easier today. And then we've got another question as well. So we need to get ourselves two qualifiers for the Crew to Bayou's Voodoo Masquerade Mardi Gras Ball happening Friday, January 29th at La Marquis at Park Lafayette. We'll do that when we come back here. Acadiana's Morning News. News Talk 96.5 KPEL.